Hey there, lucky stars. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here. And today I thought we would take a look at what pressing messages need to come through for you, what you need to know during this time, moving forward, whenever you come across this message that is going to assist you, is going to help you with whatever situation might be going on, whatever events might be going on, maybe what it is that you might be going through. So we're just going to take a look, get kind of a glimpse, a sneak peek into what you need to know, okay? As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate with everybody. So please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so we're going to just jump right in, see what you need to hear, lucky stars. All right, so we're going to do one here, and we're going to get a couple tarot cards to go with that. All right, there we go. That is that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. You have the Swan, Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your vision and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So, grace is a big word. Stepping into your grace here on the channel. Doing things with grace, showing up with grace, using that dignity, right? So for some of you, what is really coming through here is that it is time for you to be a bit more graceful. And also there's a glow up that's going to be coming in, turning into that swan, right? What is that story, the ugly duckling to the swan? Some of you've really been doing some work showing up, and there's a glow up that is coming in for you, that is showing up for you. Now, this may be within your look. Some of you may be, deciding to get a makeover, a new haircut, maybe start dressing a little bit differently. But this is actually coming in. It's being indicated that it's coming in kind of out of the blue. It's almost as if one day you wake up and you're like, I'm tired of my hair. Let's do something new. Let's do something different. Let's do something exciting, or something that's going to really allow me to feel attractive or allow me to feel sexy. Also, what's coming through is that some of you potentially have decided at some point in time to not really pay that much attention to yourself. And this can be in any way, but it is coming through as far as the way that you look, or the way that your appearance is. Now, appearances aren't everything, lucky stars, we know that, but for some of you, it's time to have that makeover, or get that new haircut, or maybe get a new wardrobe, or just even a few pieces that are going to assist you in feeling amazing and feeling great, right? Get up, show up, right? Show up for your life, show up for what is happening, or what you are calling in, what you are manifesting, what you're choosing, what you're deciding for yourself now. And let go of the baggage. And for some of you, that is coming through as that baggage of maybe holding on to, or not paying enough attention to yourself. It's time for you to show yourself grace, lucky stars. It's time for you to be a thought in your own mind, okay? A thought in your own mind. Sometimes we give so much that we don't always think about ourselves and how we're showing up, or how we're feeling even. And it's not coming through clearly, but it's like something about getting ready for the day, and right, maybe putting on some makeup, or if you wear makeup, or combing your hair differently, or putting on a perfume or a cologne that just makes you feel amazing, whatever it may be. But get ready for the day is what is coming through here. And have that grace with yourself. Have grace with yourself. But allow yourself to be the swan, lucky stars. Allow yourself to be the Swan. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. You have the Queen of Cups and Temperance coming through here. What gorgeous energy to come through here for you, lucky stars, with that Queen of Wands, excuse me, Queen of Cups energy here. That Queen of Cups energy is really letting yourself tune into the emotion, letting yourself, right? What is it that you're feeling? How is it that you're feeling? What is it that's going on in your life right now? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about yourself? It's time for you to tune into yourself. Pay attention to yourself. Let yourself be graceful. Let yourself be a bit emotional. Let yourself be excited for who you are. Let yourself be sensitive if that's how you're feeling. Let yourself be you, lucky stars. Let yourself be you. And with that Temperance card, this is really coming in with finding that balance. You don't have to get up and show up or get up and dress up, however that may be, every single day. You can have days off. You can, but the majority of the time when we look good, we feel good. I think that's what was trying to come through so much that wasn't clearly. When we look good, we feel good. And so really tune into that strength and, you know, alchemize yourself, right? She's in the Temperance card here. She's pouring two different things in to almost create, at least what's coming through within this reading here, lucky stars, to almost create a potion for herself, okay? Within that Temperance card, she's balancing things out. She's using a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that is what Spirit is putting through here for you, lucky stars, is to really show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Be able to be open to and honest with yourself about how you're truly feeling. What emotions are going through you? Are you telling yourself all the time that you know, don't feel amazing or you don't look amazing so people won't notice you or that sort of thing? This is where that grace is going to come in, and being graceful with yourself and being honest with yourself, because when we know, when we bring it into the light, when we acknowledge it, lucky stars, we can begin to shift it. We can begin to understand. We can begin to ask questions. We can begin to, you know, recreate or rewrite what it is that we're telling ourselves, or how we're telling ourselves that we're showing up. This is a moment. This is a time to become unapologetic, lucky stars. This is a time to be like that. It was a hashtag sorry not sorry, where you are showing up for yourself, where you are being honest with yourself, where you are doing the things and showing up in a way that makes you feel amazing, whether that, you know, again, is kind of a makeover where you're like, dang, I'm really feeling myself, right? Because that's where you need to be, lucky stars, is feeling yourself, knowing that you are that badass man or woman, female, male, whatever, right? Knowing this is a time to really move into that space of feeling yourself, of knowing, of that hashtag again coming through, sorry not sorry, being unapologetic about who you are, how you are showing up, right? And doing it in a way that you feel good about. So if you're not feeling good, right, if you're feeling like you're showing up kind of dumpy, or you're just throwing things on and not really caring, not that you have to care, but if it's not making you feel good, it's time to do something about it, okay? Now you also have the Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Shut up. Of course you do. That Three of Wands energy is coming through here with this living your best life, with getting ready to move onto that path, right? For some of you, you're moving out of that Two of Wands where you are making the plans to do this, and you're stepping into it. Some of you have already scheduled, have appointments set, or scheduled appointments to, you know, maybe have a makeover, or maybe look at your finances, right? This is energy of not shying away from what may feel hard, not shying away from being open and honest with yourself. This energy coming through here is bossing up energy, lucky stars. You're bossing up. You're ready to live your best life. And for some of you, you know, having a new wardrobe, something that you feel amazing and attractive and sexy, and however that may resonate for you, may just be the ticket. For others, it may be, again, looking at your finances, being honest about what's in the bank account or kind of debt, that sort of thing. A lot of times we shy away from looking at that stuff out of fear, and we can perpetuate that issue or what we perceive as a problem or something to be fearful of because we don't pay attention to it. There's many different thoughts on that. Sometimes, sometimes that can be beneficial when you're, ignoring certain things, but other times it can dig you into a bigger hole and or, get you into the state of just feeling like you're just barely existing and not thriving. But that is what spirit is bringing through here, is that it is time for you to step up, boss up, and be unapologetic. Let yourself do what is right for you, what is best for you, what feels good for you here, lucky stars. And that moves you into that Ten of Pentacles energy where you're growing, you're looking at all the scary, dark things, and moving into the space of not only embracing them, but for some of you actually loving them. Sometimes there are times when, and I'm just seeing somebody looking in the mirror at their body with this here, lucky stars. Sometimes we look in the mirror and we see things that we don't like. And so then we begin to really nag on ourselves or criticize ourselves or that sort of thing. And that doesn't help, because then we put the focus on the things that we don't like. And then what shows up? More of us not liking it, or more of us noticing, or more for us to notice, okay? But you're moving out of that within this when you become unapologetic and when you embrace and, dare I say, for some of you, begin to love those aspects of yourself. You can begin to see shifts and changes because you're not rejecting them. You're not criticizing it. Instead, you're bringing love into the situation, and that brings that big Ten of Pentacles energy, that big energy of really, really feeling blessed, feeling as if things are really, really overflowing, feeling as if you are changing the way that you feel, which in essence can change the way or assist in the way that you actually show up or the way that you look to others. When we hide away, when we slunch down, when we, don't have the confidence, we're always looking down, people notice that. But that is us projecting out how we're feeling about ourselves, okay? So when you can begin to shift that, look inward, look deeply, become unapologetic, be there for yourself, looking out for yourself, and move into that place of not just surviving, but thriving, right? And that it doesn't have a lot to do with your looks, lucky stars, but what tends to be is we show on our outside how we feel on our inside. And spirit is indicating it's time for you to move into that Ten of Pentacles energy, lucky stars. It's time for you to feel yourself. It's time for you to feel and look as amazing outside as you do inside, but there's work that needs to be done there. So it is time for you to embark on this journey and really move into that strength, okay? Wow, this is an important message. And then, look, you have Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. This is basically what we just talked about here, lucky stars. Revealer of truth. It's time for you to reveal your own truth. This doesn't have to be super serious. You can really move into the state of playfulness. You can make this a game. Make this a game to feel your best, to not compete with anybody else to, your only competition is yourself to be better than you were yesterday. And if you're feeling like you're not being graceful with yourself, if you're feeling like you're not allowing those emotions to come out, or if you're feeling like you're not really balanced, like you feel like shit more often than not, it is time to reveal that truth to yourself. It is time to, begin feeling yourself, know, or trust, or begin believing, right? Because we believe ourselves. Lucky stars, we believe ourselves. Whatever we tell ourselves, we believe. Okay? We believe it. Our subconscious mind, our unconscious mind believes what we say about ourselves. So if you're not feeling yourself, if you're not feeling amazing, if you're not feeling like you're attractive, if you're not feeling like other people are interested, it's time for you to reveal that truth to yourself, to take a look, bring it up to the light, and then become unapologetic. Again, that hashtag sorry not sorry coming through here, in making yourself feel good. Okay? Feel good. And for some of you, it's going to be just little steps. It's going to be, feeling better and better and better until you feel good. And that's okay. Do it at the pace that works for you. Do it in the way that works for you. You can look at your self-concept. You can look at, what you're thinking, what you're believing about yourself. But it's time for you to put some work in and to become unapologetic. Allow yourself to show up for yourself in the way that for some of you, you would expect others to show up for you. If you expect others to show up for you and be there and be understanding and be supportive and all of that beautiful stuff, then you need to damn well be willing to do it for yourself. Okay? And that truth has to come through you. People can say things. Sometimes we get it, and a lot of times it just goes over our head because we're not ready to listen, we're not ready to face, we're not ready to look at. But this is a time for that truth to come through, for your own brutal honesty within and to yourself, for you to be able to feel better and move into this space of unapologetically being yourself, not being sorry for anything, not being sorry for anything, for the way that you show up, for how you do things, for the grace that you have for yourself, for noticing yourself, thinking about yourself. Don't be apologetic about that. Unapologetic. That is the big thing coming through here, Aquarius, or excuse me, lucky stars. If you, feel like you're giving and your cup is always empty, it's time for you to start giving back to yourself. All right. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.